Hi guys! My first, I have 3 things I want to talk about for skin prep. I'm talking about skin, acne wise. I'm talking about my experience with spray tans and my thoughts on those, and my experience with waxing. So first is acne. Usually throughout my high school experience, I've had pretty good skin. It's not flawless, but it's pretty good, because in 8th grade I went to the dermatologist and I got prescribed face wash. I had a face wash, I had a product similar to a toner, and then a cream that went for at night. And the face wash was not strictly prescribed. You could get it at Fred Meyer's or your grocery store, but the other 2 products were prescribed because I went through so many products from Target and just nothing really worked for me. And I had just lots of scarring from waxing my eyebrows and just typical 14-year-old stuff. But then I noticed that I just had more acne that was popping up. One would a pimple would come and then it'd be gone, but then another one would come, or sometimes they'd come in bunches, and it wasn't from PMS or anything like that. It was just all the time it was happening. I couldn't get rid of it, and it was so annoying. And I started picking up my routine again with my products, and it just wouldn't do anything. It's my face got used to the medicine in the stuff. And so I decided to go back, and she's like, well, what's wrong? Your skin looks fine. And I was like, well, I mean, yeah, anyone would say my skin looks fine, but I have more acne now, and I just want to take care of that again. And so she gave me a new face wash, and it's basically a stronger version of what I had before. And I thought I would talk about it because, like I said, you can pick it up at your drugstore. It's not a brand, it's just called benzoyl peroxide, and I started at 5% back in 8th grade, and that cleared up. I did not have severe acne. I bumped up to 10% now because I needed something just a bit stronger. It only comes in those 2 percentages, so I'm trying that now. And if you are running out of face washes to try, I definitely would recommend that. I'm sure you could get it off of eBay or Amazon or something like that if you don't really know what store to go to. It's usually probably one of those weird labeled ones at the bottom shelf, because it doesn't have a brand. But yeah, I would recommend trying that if you're really just done with Clean and Clear, Neutrogena, blah blah blah. So I've been on that for 2 weeks, and actually probably only 1 week now. And the worst part of it is just that using all those products, I can't use them all in one day just because my skin is already so dry, and it kind of burns. The first 3 days in, my skin was, I did the 3 steps per day, and my skin was dry. My under eyes burned a little bit, but I mean, that's just the price you have to pay. It's not bad burning, I'm damaging my skin. It's just because they're so strong and they're acids. But yeah, so I'm kind of just on this new journey with my skin again, just because I want it to be nice and glowy for summer. So but I would definitely recommend just going to your dermatologist if you're in the same position as me, where no matter what level of your acne, you're probably looking at me right now being what freaking acne, and it's I have makeup on, but it's just dots, and it's just really annoying. Really, I feel bad for people who are criticizing me, I really don't like my acne, and they're other people who maybe have had severe acne in the past, they're your acne's not that bad. No matter what level your acne is, it's gonna make you self-conscious, and you are able to get rid of it. It's not oh, I shouldn't get rid of it because other people have it worse, and I don't even know. The point is if you don't like your acne, then get rid of it. Don't be oh my god, I shouldn't complain because people are gonna yell at me. I don't even know. I haven't really run into people, but I've just had the problem a lot where people are Keely, what are you talking about? Your acne's not even bad. You don't even need to wash your face. And it's well, I do. So, and hopefully, my skin will be cleared up by then. Now that I'm looking in the viewfinder, I feel people are really gonna be lit acne, but trust me, I have a lot of blackheads. I've had it's just red dots that you can't actually get rid of. My chin is really bad. There's just a lot, and I often get it around my eyebrows and on the side of my head too, from cheer, from sweating, and then just from waxing. And I have chest and then stuff on my back too. I'm just it's typical. But I just want to get it done, so I will keep you guys updated with how that works for me, and I can let you guys know what products I have. So now I want to talk about my pretty new experience with spray tans and just tanning overall, because like in the winter, like I am Irish and Norwegian, so like I don't have any like tanning abilities barely. Yeah, so like through the winter months I've been really pale, and I want to like obviously be a little tanner. I'm not talking like bronze, brown, gold, orange, obviously not. Like I just would like a little bit of a tanner just because my makeup is more vibrant, like my highlighters and blushers are more vibrant, and my contour is less like so like bright on my face because there's so much contrast. And lately, like I don't know, like last year like I was so good at self-tanning at home, and then this year it's really been bad, like really been bad. Like I'll exfoliate. The tanners that I used are like the ones by Banana Boat. I had the one by Saint Tropez, and oh god, that stuff is strong. And then Jergens. For me, Lancome works the best. It's like a brown bottle. It's just their self tanner. That's always worked the best for me. They have a face version too, and both of those have worked the best for me. Second would probably be Banana Boat. I always get it in medium to dark, so it works a little faster, even because it's a gradual tanner. Jergens is okay. It just never really shows up much of a difference for me. Maybe I'm not noticing it, but it just doesn't do much. And then Saint Tropez, like I would only use it if you're pretty tan naturally. Like it was so orange on me, so like it's tinted already, and it was so dark. Oh my god, it was just really bad. So before I self-tan, like I always exfoliate like you're supposed to. Exfoliate, shave. Sometimes I'd even mix regular body lotion in to just make sure that it wasn't like too orange on my skin and my skin wouldn't absorb way too much color. But it was always around my wrists, my knees, and my kneecaps, and my ankles were so bad. And I think that's like typical tanning problems. So for just like lots of people who tan at home, unless you have like expensive like gloves and all of that stuff. I've even tried it with gloves and it still didn't work. But either way, like it's obviously something I'm doing wrong. My school dance winter ball was coming up, and I was like, okay, like I need to be tan. No, I need to be tan. I'd like to be tan for this, but I am not gonna like accidentally show up with like blotches everywhere. I went with my friends, Jane and Taylor, and we went to Desert Sun tanning salon. I don't know, it's just your typical tanning salon pretty much. And I was like, okay, like I've never done this. I'm gonna try and get a spray tan. Like guys, if you're setting me up to like come out orange, I'm gonna be so bad at you. But so I bought a set of 3 tans, and for my first spray tan they have different levels. So I went like level 2 because level 1 is not very noticeable apparently. So they told me to go level 2, and then you can get it with like a bronzing gel at the end so that you like immediately show up tan, and that will overall make your tan darker. Or you can just get a clear gel. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm holding a pen. Got a level 2 with a clear gel, and then it took like overnight to show up. But so basically getting a spray tan is kind of wild. You're in this dark room, you're stripped down, and you're in front of this like machine. For those of you who like have never gotten a spray tan, this machine, and it's like, and the little like sprayers like will come down, and you have different poses you have to do. You have to like go like this and like this, and then like this and like this to like make sure you get everywhere. But it's just so, it's like a different experience. It's like so funny. My tan turned out really well. Like I did not look orange. It was not blotchy. I'm trying to think if it was. I don't think it was. At all. Like, it was really good. Sometimes the hands, like the palms, you really have to put a lot of lotion on those. Usually they have lotion there for you. Just put a lot on and just leave them damp. Like, don't rub your in, because like the line from like here to here was like definitely like noticeable. Maybe like not everyone noticed it. No one really said anything besides like the girls who all got tans, because we noticed it probably because we were looking for it. But that was a little awkward. But like overall, it was like it's actually like really good. Like I really liked my spray tan, and I wish it lasted longer. It lasted like 4 days, I think, 4 or 5 maybe. Like I said, I got a 3-pack and I only used that one, and so I'm going to California in April for spring break, and I'm definitely getting a spray tan before I go to just like make sure I don't look too white in the California sun. So yeah, I had fun. I'd recommend a spray tan if you're looking for a new way to tan. And my last topic that I want to talk about for my summer skin prep is waxing, and specifically like I had my first experience with a bikini wax today, and I just feel like I should share it because I've heard so many people are just like so scared of getting them, and like I just want to share my story. I go to a sugaring salon. I know I say bikini wax, but I never really said like bikini sugaring because that sounds like kind of different, but I guess that's what it is. This is, don't worry, you're not gonna get grossed out. I don't think like I go like into detail. I'm just gonna talk about pain levels. Now it's March. I have like a whole nother month until I go to spring break. I'm like, okay, now's a good time to see if like this is fit for me, and then if I get one now, then it'll be perfect timing for me to go and get another one before I leave for spring break, because you know I just bought that One Piece American Apparel swimsuit that's like super high cut, so I was like, okay, like I need this. I went, and I just want to talk like pain levels. I did not get a Brazilian, which is all of your areas. I just got a bikini, so that's mainly like the sides. Sorry. Like I've heard people being like, put on numbing cream, or like, oh my god, like pop 3 ibuprofen before you go, and I'm just like, what, really? Like waxing on my face than before, like I know it'll feel different, like not on my face, but like, are you sure? I mean, you can't put lotions on, otherwise they can't rip the hair off, so like just, you can't do that. I know that like waxing hurts more than sugaring, so like if you're looking for like a less pain experience, go sugaring. I mean, but it's not that big of it's not a drastic difference. With sugaring, they pull the hair off in the direction that it grows compared to where waxing pulls it the opposite direction, and waxing can also pull like your skin too, and so that's like that can be like a disadvantage to waxing. Pain like areas like on the sides where it would fit outside a bikini, those really aren't that bad. Like I'm trying to think of like what it would be similar to, but just like on a scale of 1 to 10, those were like a 5. And then the more you move in to where it's covered like under a bikini, that's where it hurts more. That's why people say Brazilian hurts a lot more, and I understand that now. That's where it hurts the most to rip off the hair, and so I was just like, okay, like I'm not ready to just do all of that on my first try. But yeah, that was probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Like I was like, like ow, but I was not like biting a towel or anything like some people say, or like I literally heard a woman say, she was like, it hurts more than childbirth, and I was like, what? No, like that can't be real. I think it's really worth it, and it lasts a lot longer, and it just looks cleaner. There's no like razor burn, there's no like infections or like just anything like that. And so I overall had a good waxing experience. Maybe, I don't know if when I go back in April if I'm going to try a Brazilian or not. Maybe not, who knows. Maybe I'll pop an ibuprofen for that one, but otherwise these are just my summer skin prep topics that I wanted to talk about. So let me know if you guys had any other questions relating to like anything I talked about today, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh my god, my neck just cracked. Oh, I did it again. Oh my god, I never cracked my neck. That's weird. Okay, bye.